Okay, so let's take on this particular passport bro Reddit entry. I tried out the apps in Africa and had an insane result. The story: I've been single for about 8 months. Prior to that, I was in a relationship with someone I shouldn't have been in a relationship with. I was in this relationship, like past relationships, due to lack of options and just settling for this is good enough for now. Even though there are 100 red flags and she's not that attractive and honestly not even that good of a person. When that relationship ended, I was suddenly on the apps again. I've slowly been exhausted with women here in the US since I started. Date after date has been pretty awful. I put in a ton of effort into my body, appearance, finances, only to date 30-plus-year-old women. I'm 31, who have kids, have slept around, are out of shape, or just plain overweight, incredibly entitled, etc. I've had women make fun of me for my short haircut because I have a receding hairline and won't use medicine at the moment for hair loss. You can see my face on my profile in a previous post if you're interested, child. I've had fat, overweight 40-year-olds hang up the phone on me after FaceTiming for 3 minutes. I've had women completely fabricate stories about who and how they dated for the past year. I've had women refuse to talk to me when they found out I was conservative. Just total shit show after shit show. I literally just want to find a wife, get married, and have kids, right? But I'm also refusing to settle and need more options to choose from so I don't end up like I have in prior relationships. Because of this, I have been contemplating being a passport bro. I first set my location to Brazil and to Peru to experiment. I get a ton of matches with better looking, younger, and more feminine women than I ever do here in the US. The only issue for me is I can't speak Spanish, so phone conversations were out. Poor little tink tink. So I decided to move my location to a couple African countries. Again, a ton of matches. This time they speak English, though. A ton of young and beautiful African women. Here's the kicker: I matched with a former Miss Universe contestant. I thought it was fake until we talked on the phone, FaceTimed, and messaged on IG. She has a pretty large following, and I did it to confirm she was legit. She talks perfect English, well traveled due to modeling, wants kids, is feminine. We've talked on the phone for multiple hours so far. Will this turn into a real relationship? Who knows? So far, it's looking good. If this isn't a sign to leave the US to date, I don't know what is. Sir, let me save you some of your money and avoid you from wasting some of your USD. Okay. First of all, you are a conservative. You're MAGA. You should have just led with that. Okay. You should have led with that. This whole passport bro thing, how you've literally got men who are going to countries in emerging nations looking to exploit. And here's the thing about a passport bro: not every single man who travels is a passport bro. But if you are going for the purposes of sex tourism, sir, you are a passport bro. You are looking to basically, you are a John. You are a John and you have to lead with your wallet. Is that what you want to do for this particular woman? Because guess what? The red flags were all over this post, and the red flags were feminine. You don't want someone who is overweight, single mothers, all of that. You have absorbed this, I call it black pill, incel, Kevin Samuels content on the internet. And you actually think you're going to go to a developing country and you think, or countries that are less economically prosperous, all right, countries and continents, you actually think that you're not going to have to lead with your wallet, sir? Are you the same person who doesn't want to pay 2 for 20s at Applebee's in places like Atlanta, but you want to go to these developing and emerging countries and think that you are not going to have to lead with your wallet? And let me get this straight. You did South America, but you can't speak Spanish. So now you're like, oh, let me turn my sights to English speaking countries or countries with people who can speak English. You chose Africa. Please leave these women alone. Leave my African sisters alone. I beg you. Leave them alone. You are not ready. You don't even understand African culture and knowing that if you decided to attempt to marry these women, baby, they whole entire family, you're going to have to meet their whole entire family. And you are going to have to bring a dowry. You have to have the bride price. Are you ready for the bride price? You are clearly not ready. And that is the thing about passport bros. And you can always sell a passport bro because he's looking to exploit. Again, if you are a single man traveling, that doesn't mean you are a passport bro necessarily. Now, if you've made no attempts to learn the culture, you've made no attempts to learn the language, you've made no attempts to integrate yourself into the culture, all you want is a woman who you view as submissive, which African women are anything but, okay? You want to go to these countries to exploit your USD. That's what you really want to do. And you are looking for a woman thinking that you're not going to have to pay for her in these countries that have a more traditional relationship structure. Baby, they don't want 50-50. I don't know if your passport bros have told you, but you are going to have to pay, bro. You are the same person that you want to do Dutch going to Wet Willie's. You want to do Dutch going to IHOP in the US. But when you get to these countries, baby, you're going to be paying all the household bills and then some. And then I got to tell you too, you're going to be paying for the family as well. Your money is not going to be moneying. Okay? It's not going to be moneying. So this is how you tell a passport bro. Passport bros, they lead with their wallet and they want a woman, they want to subjugate women. They want to exploit women. They want to use their wallets and their US citizenships to exploit women in more developing countries. But baby, guess what? You about to get the game ran on you. And I love it because you about to get got. Okay, these women in Africa, the women you talking about, baby, they gonna run you for all of your paper. They gonna run you. Their family's gonna run you, and you are going to not have any money. And guess what? I'm going to love that for you because you go to these countries thinking you're USD and how you can get more women with that, and how you can get more feminine women than you would find in the US, right? You deserve all the things. You deserve all of this and then some because you don't have act right in you. You only view women for what they can do for you and you have no act right, sir. So I hope they run you for all your paper.